All right, so let's talk about something really quickly, guys. I'm going to actually be leaving my warband, and I want to point out a few of the things that are going to happen when I do so. So that way, if you are curious yourself and you're thinking, okay, I'm going to leave my warband or I'm going to change some things up on my own account, I want you guys to be aware of it. I want you to see what happens so that we can talk about the process. Also, there's a couple of things that you're going to actually net from leaving your warband that may be something that you want to be looking into doing fairly regularly. All right, some of you may be wondering, what am I talking about with what happens when you leave your warband? So the reason why we're saying it like that and bringing it up is because depending on what kind of warband you're in or how active everyone is, right, you may be equipped with gear that is limited to or held on to by your warband. So what we're gonna do is, there's a couple of things we're trying to do. One, my warband is dead. At this point, this warband is pretty much everyone's quit, right? We got one guy, Fulgrim, logged in within a day. Everyone else hasn't logged in for several days. Now there's only the 4 of us. At this point, this isn't doing me any good. I need to leave this, get into another warband that is actually doing hell query raids to make it worth my time as coming back to playing Diablo Immortal, right? Like, doing warband activities is something is very important, and you should be kind of prioritizing doing at all times, right? So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna leave the warband. But what I wanted to show you is, one, what happens when you lose these, and two, I wanted to point out there's a nice little trick we're gonna get from this. Notice we have all this gear in here. So what happens when you leave a warband? So let's first start by that. So what's gonna happen is my gear is gonna get removed and I'm gonna be giving it back, right? At that point, I can then get rid of it, destroy it, right? So what happens with all these, the the green ones, right? Like, do I get these back? Do I get all the ones that I donated? Like, can I go salvage those and get more wisps? Like, these are the types of things that, like, you can start to break down and think about, like, okay, is this what I should really be doing? Is this really, really helpful? And literally, this is just going to show you, like, what happens when you do it, right? So let's go ahead and leave the warband. So let's go ahead and leave the warband. I gotta figure out how to do that. It's been a while. Man, it's been a long, long while. How do I leave warband? How do I just leave it? Let's get out of here, for one. For two, man, it's been a minute since I've tried to leave a warband, so I'm not even sure how that works now anymore. Oh man, that's it's kind of embarrassing. Okay, boom. Room management, okay, yeah. Don't need all this, okay. I need to just get out. That's what I need. I need to just get out, man. Nope. There we go. Leave warband. Man, they changed. I feel like this changed a little bit. So if we leave warband, notice that it's going to warn us, right? We're going to lose access to benefits from, like, the Tableau, whatever the case may be. We're going to go ahead and hit OK. Notice that I have a gear in the warband stash. Yep. And then notice, boom, it was all returned to my stash here. So what you guys should see here is I do currently have a reserver's belt, because the one I was wearing is gone, right? Destroyed at this point. Now, what I should be able to do is go to my stash and see what all got dumped into it, okay? I'm also gonna be interesting because I think my stash was kind of full. So let's go see what we actually got here. Okay, looks like there was room. Looks like there was still room, which is fine. Nothing that I need. Unfortunately, the waste item that I had is gone. It's kind of a bummer, but it is what it is, right? Like, we'll go farm some more and we'll get another one. But the point I was trying to make is, there it is. Okay, collect. The point I was trying to make is, okay, here we go. Now we have it back, right? So we have it back, and we're gonna go ahead and equip it. So here you'll see it's fit throughs, both of these, boom, boom. Items that are not, oh no, I thought I could equip them. Okay, well, I can't equip them, which is unfortunate. But what I can do with them, which does make a difference, is I can go ahead and get rid of them, and they count towards my wisps, okay? So if we go over here, select it, boom, you're about to salvage an item that's stronger than you have equipped it. Yes, it's because I can't equip it, right? Salvage it. Now this one must have been too old. Yeah, so these must be too old before the Wisps item. For those of you who are unaware, what that means is, so all these Wisps here for set crafting, these fabled Wisps, those only got counted towards once this like mechanic released, right? Like once this mechanic launched, this is what these goes towards. So if you have old gear that's in your Warband chest, it's not gonna necessarily matter. Like you're not gonna get the Wisp from it. Like I just didn't get the Wisp. However, you guys saw that my Wisp got returned, right? Also, what got returned here is a piece of legendary gear. Now, I don't know that we can fill all these out, but let's go try it and let's go see what happens here. I'm curious if we can extract that essence now that they've made this change. Let's see. Hold on, what class is this for? This is for Barbarian. Okay, so Barbarian class. Yeah, see, it won't let me do anything with it because I've never been a Barbarian. So there's no option here. So I can't test if it actually works or does not work, unfortunately. Which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Go ahead and get rid of our flame spite here. Boom. Yeah, so that was an old one, right? That was an old one. No essence from there. Okay. But what we can do is we can stockpile this, and maybe if we do ever change the barb, we can go ahead and utilize it that way, or we'll just have to destroy it. One or the other. But the point of the fact is now I have to find a new warband, which is okay. Jesus. Okay, so what can I do with it then? Can I just delete it? Can I delete it? Come on now. Okay, I can just delete it. All right, well, that sucks. But if you guys are in a warband, let's say you have a lot of gear in there, check your warband chest, because now warband checks are more prevalent. You may want to leave your warband and come back, so that way you can then go ahead and salvage all those items. So if you got a lot of the set items that'll give you the Fable Wisps, right? You may want to leave, that way you can populate all those, right? Get on them back. Like I'm gonna go and I'm gonna try to farm another belt here because I lost my belt leaving the warband, but I didn't really have much of a choice because my warband wasn't active and it was holding me back. So this way, if you're in an active warband, that means someone's always going to be in, it's always going to be growing, right? Leveling up, so to speak. So it's not going to matter so much about the simple fact of like you leaving and then returning, right? So definitely something where I didn't get anything out of this, but I knew this could be a possibility if I were to be, let's say, more active and providing towards the warband chest. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go find another warband that is active that I can grind with, and then while grinding with them, I'm going to get more warband drops, which is then going to kind of go hand in hand with exactly what I was just saying, right? That'll work out pretty nicely to where I'll be able to farm up some stuff and put it in the warband chest, then relieve it, and then grab it all again, right? Like it's just all about a big cycle. And that's what we're talking about. Free items, essentially. Just no really, it's not like you went out of your way to get them, right? But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Hopefully that kind of helps you with seeing what happens when you leave a warband, what the possible unfortunate circumstances could be, as well as what you can do with the gear that you are then returned because of the changes that have happened to Diablo Immortal. All right, that's gonna do it for this video. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.